Hello, welcome to CHEM 10 for 2025. My name is Pierre Goet. I'll be your instructor for the next 14 weeks. What I would like to do here is show you how the course is built. You see that I already have the course ready here. As the name shows here, you have to start here and follow along. You see that we have three different colors. Test dates are in these terracotta colors, and the rest of the blue colors are for each week that we're going to have. The dates are there. The green one is started here. You have a few things that you're going to have to do there before you start week 1. So let me go with start here because that's the most important part of this. Going to click here then and open it. So I'm going to show you here what you need to watch first. It's here. That's where I'm going to post this video. That's where this video is posted. Overview of the course is here. So here, a typical course then will have these sections. Adaptive quiz. This is where you're going to read the e-textbook, or you're going to have the computer read it for you. You have study guide that you have to do every week. Exam prep collaboration. This is where you look at topics that are covered in each chapter and prepare a question that you answer and then answer other people's questions. You have homework and you have lab activities. Okay. And then next, we have the schedule and the syllabus. The schedule is just this, something that you can print and post wherever you study at. Say at home, you have a room, your own room, or you have an office. You can print and post it there so you see how the class is going. I'm opening that file. Taking a few seconds here. And then you have the full syllabus down here. Okay. So this is the syllabus here. Again, the syllabus has my name, email here, Canvas is here, and it has what we call, what we expect you to know by the end of the semester, what you need to be able to do. You pass this class, have a list there, material that you're going to need for the class, Achieve, that has an ebook with it. All of that, I sent you an email about it already. Lab flow. The textbook is here. Lab kits you're going to need for this class. You're going to have to buy it through the bookstore. Lab flow here. For lab, you need to have access to a computer with certain requirements, software. All of this will be done on Canvas. If you're here, it's because you went through Canvas. We're going to have some announcements. Important dates are here. Class start on the 2nd, which is Tuesday of the first week, and then class end December 5th. Deadline here for when you can drop a W and when you can get without a W here and then with a W down here. And this is how the course evaluation goes. We're going to have 3% for extra credit. Be sure to do that because you might need that at the end of the semester. We have pre-labs on lab flow. We have lab themselves, 18%, other activities, 2%. Read and practice, 16%, and so on. And again, the 3% is extra. These are the letter grades and the corresponding percentages. Again, as we go down here, Achieve assignments are here. Study guides, you can read this to know what is going on. The lab are described here. Midterm, going to have 4 midterm and a final. The final is going to be comprehensive, meaning from day 1 to the last day. Extra credit are here. We saw earlier. All of that will come as you move along. They'll be posted on Canvas. Attendance, we want you to be able to do work as you go. Miss assignment. This is not a self-paced course, so you have to do things as we go. You cannot wait till the end of semester to make up things that have already passed. Okay. And then down here, exam protocol, you have to download the software so that you can take the exam online. You have to do that through HonorLock. I'll show you where that is in a minute. Create a plan for online success. You want to know what you're doing. Do not just wing it. Okay. So let me go back out. And this here is the schedule for the semester. So we have 9/1, that would be the first day of the week, first week, but class start on the second. So this is lecture stuff, this is lab stuff. Okay, lecture on the left, lab stuff. So here is exam 1. These are the lab that we're doing. You're going to access them through lab flow. We have 4 exams, we say, and the final exam will be on the last week. That will be the 5th, around the 5th of December. So please print this out, post it somewhere so that you can follow along as the semester goes. Okay. So I'm going to go back the home page. So what we've looked at, we have looked at overview of the course, schedule and syllabus, course material here, lab flow. You're going to need this for the lab. Achieve, you're going to have to buy this. The bookstore, you have 14 days trial period. When you get there, be sure to use grace period. The very first day, you're going to have 14 days to do that. The textbook is already included in Achieve, so you don't have to buy a textbook, a separate textbook necessarily, unless you want to. You're going to need a scientific calculator. This is what you're going to get from the bookstore. Achieve, have it here. Lab flow, okay. I send you information on other things that you're going to need. The kit from the lab is sent to you already. You're going to download this application you're going to use for lab flow application. Have time management here, online exam protocol. You're going to need to download this extension, HonorLock instruction for students here. So giving you instruction how to download that. If there's any problem, be sure to contact HonorLock. I do not control that, but you need that to be able to take the exam. So for that reason, we have a short test to know that you can do this. So when you have downloaded it, you're going to take an HonorLock quiz here. This quiz here is not a big deal, but you have to take it to be sure that you can take an exam before we have the first exam in week 4. So you're going to take this. Click preview, and then if you have the extension, if you don't have the extension, it's going to require to download the extension and then move on. So you have to download the extension on your computer. So that's HonorLock. And of course, you are going to get you computer resources here. You have to have certain things for your computer to work for this class. Student support services here. Canvas notification, want to download notifications so that when something changes on Canvas, you're going to get notification in your email and maybe your phone as well. You're going to have to introduce yourself by September 3rd, midnight. Course orientation quiz here. And then Achieve orientation. This is due Wednesday of the first week. You want to know that you can do this thing. This is extra credit, but you want to do that so that you know how to use the system. And then we go to week 1. In week 1, then we have everything's going to look this way. Read and practice foundation, always going to have that for lecture. Study guide, video solution sometimes. And then we have exam preparation. And then all of this is due on Wednesday of the week. And then Saturday, we're going to have Achieve, guided inquiry, practice problems, and then we're going to have the lab that will also be due. Okay. So this material is due on Tuesday, and on Saturday you have homework and lab work due. So everything will be split that way. Chapter 2 has 2 weeks. So chapter 2, we're going to do that week 2 and week 3. So some of the material is due on week 2 and some is due on week 3 for chapter 2 as well. So we'll have part 1 and part 2. The same thing will happen for chapter 7. Okay. So what I want to show here then for lab, you're going to have to download LabFlow. So LabFlow application here, you're going to have to download this, install it so that you can do the lab. And this will be the first lab here. I'm going to get in here. Let's see, I go to week 2. I go here, want to do a lab. You're going to click here. When you click here, you should be able to get directly into the lab. So you're going to have all the labs here. So when you click there, you're going to get into LabFlow, and you are going to perform the lab that you need to do. So this is the first one here. I click here, and then I'm going to perform the lab here. Here you have to sign the lab contract, the quiz, safety quiz here. Week 2, we have conversion factor and problem solving, and so on. So you're going to do them as the weeks go. And you go back out. So again, that's what we have for week 0 all the way to week 14. Everything is laid out here. If you have any question, be sure to send it my way. I'll have 48 hours to answer. If I don't, please do not hesitate to send me another question, another reminder for the question you asked, and I'll be sure to answer. If you have a question that you think your classmate can answer, you can go to the discussion board and post it there, and somebody might be able to answer it. Other than that, make sure you have a great semester, and hope to see you around. I have my office hours on Wednesday from 9 to 10 every week. They'll be online. I'll post the online link on Zoom so that you can access that. Thank you very much.